Hey everybody, welcome to the free weight training for women. I'm going to demonstrate a couple of variations of doing chest exercises with dumbbells on top of the compound exercises that I'm showing with the barbell, just as kind of a bonus here for you. So anyways, I'm going to get Sue to show you how to load the dumbbells from the floor onto her legs from the bench. I mean, these are 10-pound dumbbells. For some people they'll be heavier, some people they may not. As your poundages increase, which you should try to be progressive with your lifting, this just makes it a little bit easier to do the bench press instead of letting them hang to the sides and having to reach over and really strain to pull them up one at a time. So Sue, go ahead, pull up the dumbbells. So she's kind of got a hammer grip. She sets them up onto her knees, okay, kind of stage one of her lift. Then when she tips back, as she's tipping back, she can just lift the dumbbells up past, and she lowers down and brings them to her chest. So with the dumbbell chest press, flat bench press, what we're going to do is we're going to get her to engage the chest muscles right now. Come up, Sue. Come up nice and smooth and squeeze at the top, okay? Now she comes down again. She comes up. She doesn't need to extend her elbows all the way. Just imagine keeping a little bit of, there you go, just a slight bend in the elbows to keep the tension on the chest muscles, and squeeze right here just momentarily, you know, very briefly. And keep the weights moving to engage the chest. Now another variation of this is, go ahead Sue, come up, and she's going to turn them in and squeeze. There. So this is going to work the inside of the chest, not as much as the outside of the chest as she was originally doing. So it's a nice squeeze. It's a great rotational exercise for the shoulder and for the chest. Okay, thanks Sue. Go ahead, come up. So what we actually got going on there is she engages the chest muscles with a nice stretch at the bottom. She comes all the way up and squeezes at the top, keeping the elbows just slightly bent. Again, you want to keep the tension on the chest muscles. Try not to come down to a complete stop at the bottom. Just come as far as you can. As soon as you can feel the shoulder muscles come into a real nice stretch, it's time to return back to the top again. Rep range should probably be somewhere in the 10 to 12 range. Again, if you're trying for strength, you might want to back that off a little bit. You can change your rep and set variations through your rest intervals. If you want to add intensity, you can shorten your rest time between sets or add a little bit of weight if you want. She could do a set with these of 10-pounders, and then if she's still strong enough, once she becomes more conditioned, she could go to the 5-pounders doing a superset. So she'd do a set with these, set them down, and immediately repeat the same exercise with a little bit lighter weight. It all helps build intensity, it helps stimulate growth, it also helps stimulate tone and curves to accent the female form. So by all means, increase the intensity. Again, I keep telling females, think more along the lines of how males would train. We're not that much different. Anyways, that's the flat bench press. Thank you. So we got her already in the position. She's got her, we've got the incline set at about a 20-25 degree angle, which is pretty normal, pretty standard. If you're up a little higher, all you're going to do is you're going to work the shoulders a little bit more. As you get this down a little bit lower, you're going to be focusing more on the upper chest. So this is primarily an upper and inner chest exercise, the dumbbell incline fly. So Sue, I'll get you to lean back with the dumbbell. Okay. Now, she's going to shoot them up here to like she was going to be pressing them. So let's just make sure that we come up nice and straight. We want to be directly over the upper chest. So come down, she's got her elbow slightly bent. She gets a nice stretch, there, and back up. Now she's going to squeeze here, again, to engage those upper chest muscles on the inside. So you get a nice stretch. It's very important that you go through a full range of motion on this exercise. Nice stretch, nice contraction at the top. That's how this exercise has got to be able to work to stimulate this whole upper area on both sides, including the shoulders. So with this exercise, it's pretty simple in nature, but it's a little bit difficult in the sense that it's such a great stretch. It's almost too great if you're not used to it. So make sure to choose weights for your lifting level. Sue's been lifting a while, so she can handle this. But if you're brand new to it, just make sure you got something nice and light. And make sure that you warm up. This is an exercise that you can pull a shoulder muscle on. So just, again, in order to nullify that, is just make sure that you warm yourself up sufficiently and make sure that you lift within your level. This is another great exercise to stimulate this area in here for you gals, so keep that in mind. Awesome exercise. Include them throughout your workouts as often as you want. They're timeless. Thank you.